Hey, Bridge City Church, Murraysville leaders, thank you so very much for spending a few moments with me. I have a lot of updates for you today, and thank you for being so attentive, for reading all emails and following so closely, and also getting out in front and leading. Somebody just this morning asked me how I'm doing, and this was my answer. And I actually, as I reread it, I found it kind of funny myself. I says, I'm broken, humbled, and challenged. I'm facing brutal reality, forsaking complacency. I'm overflowing with the Holy Spirit. I'm uncertain, but yet confident. That sums up everything in my heart right now. But I can't tell you how excited I am about our future. I can't tell you how excited I am that we're hitting the play button again. We are not going to get stuck in a rut. We're not on autopilot. And so for those reasons, I'm really excited. And I'm really excited about the new series that we'll be starting next week, not this Sunday, but next week, called New Normal, all about the power of Pentecost. And so I'm overflowing with love for Jesus today, and I hope you are too, and great appreciation for who you are. So a lot of updates. Pay attention here. Let's jump in. Next week on Thursday, May 28th, we're going to be having a day of prayer and fasting leading up to Pentecost. We will also have a Facebook Live prayer event at 7 p.m. that evening. I'm asking you to please make this a priority. Prayer is so important, and I am believing God for an outpouring of the Holy Spirit during Pentecost Sunday and in this next season. And so prayer and fasting is a key to that. There's also a big prayer event on Friday, the 29th at 11 a.m. And so if not our church, that's going to be worldwide. You're going to be getting some information on that. Pay attention, jump into that as well. Groups we have. We've been asking all of the group leaders, whoever is willing, to keep leading their present group through till the end of June. Now, if you are unable, or you just feel like, hey, this is just a lot and you can't, that's fine. We just need to know. Groups are still the primary way that we're staying connected to people, encouraging people, challenging, loving, praying, encouraging the whole deal with people. So thank you, group leaders. As always, you're doing totally awesome. Thank you. Here's the deal. What are we going to do regarding regathering? Now, I'm calling it regathering because the church has never been closed. We've still been feeding people, collecting food. Eric and the team of Community Connections and Rachel and the whole deal have been doing an outstanding job. So we've never closed. But what we are going to do is we have a plan to regather. That's right, regather on Sunday mornings. You will be receiving an email today that will be just going to the leaders of Murraysville. That's right, the connection group leaders and team leaders and probably a few apprentices along the way. What we're going to be doing this Sunday, May 24th, is creating a watch party. Now, what is a watch party? It's not a live worship service. It's watching the online worship experience together. Now, you can host one of these at your home if you feel comfortable doing that, and I encourage you to do so. Just invite people to your home, participate with the online experience at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. or 5, any of those times. You can feel free to do that. But what we're going to be doing is providing a space at the Murraysville campus for up to 25 people that can come and participate in the online experience. That means you'll watch the online experience at the Murraysville facility. Only up to 25 people right now because we're trying to stay within the guidelines that we've been given. Again, they're guidelines, not mandates or the law for us. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, I'm asking you not to post this to everybody. I'm asking you not to broadcast this because this is only open to leaders. This is kind of our test run to see how we do, see how we can comply, making sure that we're going to be doing social distancing, that we can clean everything adequately in between the worship experience times, and making sure that we abide by all the rules. No hugging, handshakes, no high fives. We're going to abide by all of that. Anybody serving will need to wear a mask. And there's a handful of people serving. We're not going to be serving coffee or food in any way, shape, or form. No children's ministry, no youth ministry. It's going to be strictly, you come in, you participate with the online experience, which takes about an hour, and then you depart. You do need to RSVP for this. So on the email, there will be a way for you to RSVP. So please do so if you will. Why are we doing two different ones? One, we're limited to 25 people. Two, a lot of parents, they've been communicating that what they're going to do is one parent will come at 9, the other one will go home, and the other one will come back because we don't have children's ministry and just keeping kids kind of on a tight, I don't want to say leash, but restrained is going to be a little difficult because we don't want to have kids running around. We can't have that right now. So so it's going to be very limited. So parents that want to participate can, and plus we're on a limited basis as well. So on the 31st of May, Pentecost Sunday, we're going to be providing, again, online worship experiences just like you have been seeing. I'll be preaching on the 31st. And we're going to be opening this up then to all of the members and attenders of Bridge City Church, Murraysville. And all of our locations are doing this. Every location is doing this. You will need to RSVP. And how many people, we're working that out, can happen. We're working through social distancing and square footage capacity and what we can do with that. So again, that will be watching the online experience. We're being very progressive, we're being very consistent, and we're being very constant, moving people towards the goal of still regathering and still gathering as the church. So here's the big deal. June 7th is our regathering date. Now, what do I mean by that? We're going to increase our capacity and right now it's going to be 9 and 11, and that's what we're going to go with at our locations. And we're going to increase our capacity to a certain number or a certain percentage of our capacity. So like to give you an example, if we have 200 chairs and if we say we're gonna allowed to be at 40%, that would be 80 people permitted to be there. 3 seats in between to your left and right, nobody in front of you or diagonal to you. And then that creates a good buffer of 6 feet. And we will be strictly enforcing this. Okay, so again, you'll have to RSVP on June 7th, but there will be live worship. That's right, Rachel and her team. I know that they're so excited about leading worship again, and I'm excited about, experiencing that too, that they'll be there live doing worship, and then there will be a video teaching, or there's a possibility that I'll be live at Murraysville. We're working out all those details, but I want to communicate to you that worship will definitely be live, not sure on the teaching for the first couple weeks. We're being progressive, we're being consistent, and we're moving towards a goal. So that's the plans as we know it. Still no children's ministry, still no youth ministry. First impressions will be outside. Doors will be propped open in between our times of meeting. There will be strict cleaning protocols. There will be the bathrooms clean, all door handles, doorknobs, everything will be cleaned. And so we're going to need time in between to do that. This is our way of regathering, and this is going to be pretty much our plan through June. But again, we're taking this on 2-week increments. 2 weeks increments is what we're doing. That's how we will continue to do it. The online worship experience will continue to happen. Now listen, on our church survey, we found that 35% of the people said they would come back in May, and about a little bit over 40% said that they would come back in June. So we're making room for the 30-40%. That's what we're making room for. And it's going to take a while to get everybody kind of used to being back, and but the online experiences will still be happening. So if there is a parent at home with children, they can still participate with that. We're working out what the future is going to look like. But I'm telling you right now, the future looks bright, and I'm so excited about it. Actually, not sure what it all is going to look like, but I know this, it's going to be great, and our future is really, really secure in Jesus Christ. Wow, that was a lot, but I wanted you to hear it from me. So there you go with that. That's the regathering process. Last but not least, we're receiving an offering for our new campus this week. As always, leaders, I'm asking you to go first. I'm asking you to give first. Neat story. Let me just share this with you. Natalie and I last week prayed, said we're going to give accordingly. And so we just obeyed God. Didn't claim a promise over it. Just said, God, you asked us to do this, so we did it. And we had the wildest experience. Totally unexpected, not related to the church at all, or connected to the church. We got back tenfold of what we gave. Now, I wish I could say this happens all the time, and we didn't do it for this reason. We did it out of pure hearts just to obey Jesus, and God really blessed us big time. And so we were just like, wow. And so now we have more to give back. We were just talking this morning, hey, what else should we do? Because this is just so much fun giving like this. So thank you, leaders. Don't look at how much you have to give. Don't look at what you don't have. Look at what you do have. Let's all participate together, and let's invest in the future of Jesus' church. As always, if you have questions, please let me know. Let Eric know. Communicate with Heather accordingly. And let's move the ball forward into this great, exciting season that we have. Thanks so much. And remember, stay in love with Jesus, because without him, it's a real drag.